What's up with the YouTube? Back again with another bang. Marry your life, fellas, before you marry your wife. Your life is your first wife. What I mean by that? A lot of men do the opposite. They marry their wife before they ever married their life. When you marry your life, you become whole. You become one with self. You fall in love with self when there's nobody else. You must marry self before you marry anybody else. Because you got to understand. They say for better or for worse. But who's going to be there? You know, your wife might decide to leave you when things get worse. But your life is going to still be there. Till death does us part. Your life is going to be with you when you die. When you die, you're taking your life with you. Nobody else. You're going to die alone. You know what I'm saying? Your life is the only thing that's going to be there with you through the hardships, through the struggles, through the ups and downs, the smiles and frowns in life. But your wife might not want to go through all that. See, a lot of men don't understand that they must marry self. And like I said, they do the opposite. They'll marry somebody else before they marry self. And when that person leaves their life, they become devastated. They become a shell of the man that they used to be. Because they never married their life. They put it all into their wife. Your wife can cheat on you, but your life won't cheat on you. Your wife can complain about you grinding, but your life ain't gonna complain about you grinding. Who was there with you when you was sleeping in the car? Who was there with you when you was having mental breakdowns? Who was there with you when you was trying to figure this thing out? Who was there with you when you was trying to put the plan together? Who was there with you when you was starving? Who was there with you when you was going through the struggle? Your life was. The only thing that's truly faithful, the only thing that's truly loyal, the only thing that you don't have to watch or second guess is your life. You got to understand this, brothers. You must marry your life before you marry your wife. Your life is your first wife. Your life is your first wife. Learn to become one with self and not be so codependent on anybody else. A lot of guys out here lost their minds because their wife just woke up one day and decided to leave. Because that man never married his life. He never invested in his life. He never spent time with self. He don't understand self. He don't love self. So he expected somebody else to validate love for himself. But if he would have married his life first, he wouldn't have been codependent on anybody else but self. Your life is your first wife, fellas. Your life is the only thing that's not going to turn on you. Your life is the only thing that's not going to cheat on you. Your life is the only thing that's not going to complain about you working 12, 14 hours. Your life is the only thing that's going to be there with you, whether you up or whether you down. Your life is the only thing that's going to be there with you through the good times, through the bad times. Your life is the only thing that's loyal to you. Truly loyal, truly faithful, won't cheat on you, won't backstab you, won't lie on you, won't be cutthroat towards you. Your life is your first wife. I need y'all to understand this, brothers. Your life is your first wife. Marry yourself before you marry anybody else. Become whole with self before you invite anybody else into your life. Because your life is your first wife. Remember that, brothers. A lot of us do the opposite and wonder why we lose our minds and lose our grinds. Because that man never married self. He married somebody else first and expected them to validate his life, not knowing that his life is his first wife. Regardless of what goes on in the world, your life will always be there. Your wife can up and leave. Your wife can deceive you. Your wife can backstab you. But your life will always be loyal. Your life will always be faithful. Your life will always be there. Your life is your biggest cheerleader. So remember this, brothers. A man must marry self before he marry anybody else. And that's real talk. Quick little message for y'all, man. Thought I should touch on that. Real talk. Chop it up with y'all later. Peace.